Look at that. Burning city. Burning city. The city's on fire.
Yeah, dude.
Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the out of here! We're all dead! Get the out!
So that sucked. Alright, welcome back to the channel. This is Chief Booty Baker. Thank you for joining. This is Pharaoh, and I am starting up the second mission on Thinnis, and we're going to check it out. And I've got some cool news for you. I decided to redo this video. I had it done, but whatever. So we're going to play. We need one ordinary cottage. It's going to start off kind of the same. New beginning. So, you know, just like you did in Nut, we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to try to make that a housing loop. All right, now here's cool. All right, so if you take your little roll bar on your mouse and you can zoom in and out now, which is awesome. That's pretty cool. I was hoping that we'd see a feature like that, and we do now, so that is pretty sweet. Good job. On to the game. All right. So we want to set out. Now, what I did wrong when the first account, or the first time that I went through this, is I did not build a bunch of stuff right off the bat like you're supposed to. All right, I like this little dry patch up here, so we'll put a row of houses here. We'll put the road in. Oops, that's still houses. We'll put the road in. Push pause. We can get a better score. And we'll make like a little loop. Do like a 3x3 loop. And we'll just connect it all the way down here. All right, so we'll put a few more houses in. All right. Now we're just going to skip right into the water supply. I'm just going to save some time. You have to put that on a green patch. And we want to leave that somewhere. So let's put it kind of close to them. Employees needed. So we should get... it's on pause, so I'm not going to have anybody coming in yet. The mistake I made on the last game, well, actually there were several mistakes I made on the last playthrough, so that's why I'm redoing the video. Definitely going to put a firehouse in right away, and I'm definitely going to put in an architect's post right away, because eventually we're going to have to farm some gold, or mine for some gold. We're going to have to mine for some gold, and we're going to want a hunting lodge, so put that a little bit farther down. And we're going to want the granary and a bazaar. Ah, shit. So here's the hunting lodge. Whoopsie. All right, so we got the hunting lodge in. We'll put 2 in. Well, we'll do 1 for now. Got the hunting lodge, got the granary. Now we need to put the bazaar in. And the bazaar, they like living near a bazaar, but not directly like on a bazaar. Like in the same area, so this should be okay, relatively okay here. Last but not least, I'm gonna put a cross section in the road. I might have to move one of these because I didn't really think about that. So we'll try to put in a little bit of a road right here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because we'll eventually need a festival square. And that's the other reason why I kind of failed on the last one. So let's just go step by step. Oh, we need a roadblock. Got about the roadblocks. Put the roadblock in. I mean, it's not a big deal if they roam around this area. They'll find somebody eventually. There's no one in the house yet, but all right, so we're gonna put the roadblock a little sooner, a little closer. We'll remove this one. All right, speed her up a little bit and get some villagers in. Throw a few more houses in. All right, slow her down a little bit. Speed management and key binding. Yeah, just what I've already been talking about. So if you want to speed up and slow down your gameplay, go to key binding, and it's going to tell you space bar, page up, page down for your. You can change it to whatever you want. Employees need is going to give you these little warnings if, you know, unless you find new workers quickly, city services will deteriorate and industrial production will suffer. So you got to be on the ball on this. Do everything you learn in the first lesson and get on the ball. I'm going to take a little pauser here. Oh, this music is intense. Get popped, yeah. Leave something in the comments if the music's too, you know, let me know what you think, because I actually enjoy the music. I don't need to put music over my videos. I can spend time doing that, way too much time actually, on my raid videos, adding music and whatnot. So, you know, definitely give me some comments on that. City's moving right along. There's little tips that you can click on the houses, and it's going to tell you if there's more room, and it's going to tell you it cannot evolve. It needs a supply from a local food bazaar, or this house cannot evolve as it needs a supply of food from a local bazaar. Eventually it'll list out what these houses have in them and how much they have on it. Every building's going to tell you a little bit of something different. No, you know, slight risk of fire, no collapse risk. You can change how much specific items, specific resources you want in the granary. Hunting lodge is just going to basically, you know, let you know if it's staffed or not. And the same, cannot collapse, but it can burn. And actually, my hunting lodge, well, you saw what happened, man. My hunting lodge burned.
My God, did that smell good.
Detect it. There's no going, and you tell me do things. I done running.
The thing I wish you could do is just grab a building and move it, but you have to demolish it and redo it. So let's check the bazaar. Game meat. It's only got 300 game meat. Our bazaars make the kingdom's bounty available to every nearby citizens. Every home needs bazaar access, although no one wants to live next door to one. This bazaar is operational and supplies the needs of local homes. The bazaar has traders, but they are currently looking for food or goods to sell. No fire risk, cannot collapse. The bazaar is fully staffed, and I don't see anything on here telling me that they can't service the needs of the mini. Let's see. Let's throw just another row of houses in. It's okay to build off the Kingdom Road, which you know, I could have built everything up here between these two little roads and left a little bit more commercial stuff through the Kingdom Road there, which is fine. But however you want to do it, just doing a quick one for the video. And I need to get these houses up to 10 meager shanties. So, sturdy hut. So that's your meager shanty and how it looks. Got a little... Yeah, so already goofed up by not putting enough houses in. Hopefully we'll get some more villagers here pretty soon. Now, you're going to get these nilometer predictions. And all portents point to a good inundation in the coming years. So, eventually you're going to build shrines and... to appease the gods, and it's taking a little time to get these damn houses filled up. I need to move on. All right, let's just fast forward here. Let's get the damn houses going. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a bunch of people. So maybe a good method to speed stuff up is actually, you know, build a bunch of houses, get all this stuff going and pause, throw the houses down and speed her up and let them fill up. We need to get some more villagers in. Come on, speed it up. God, do I need to add a second bazaar? Another hunting lodge? What do you guys want? Ah, boy. There we go. Okay, good enough. Managing the treasury. Alright, so now we're going to put in a road. Throw a road down. Before I get too far, here is our production, our gold mine. Okay, you gotta put it real up close. Put 2 gold mines in. Always put it on pause when you're building. That way when you do silly stuff like that, you aren't causing any problems for like collapse or not finding employees or something. Alright. Supply 2 gold mines. They're gonna go out, look for staffing. We'll fast forward that little action. Alright, so now we're gonna build a palace. People love living next to the palace. It's where all your gold mining treasure is going to go. Alright, so it's on pause. That's fine. Again, you gotta be quick. We'll put a double road in. One advice is if you want to move something, put a new building in where you want it. Alright, now you can move these 2 buildings out of the way. Alright. So then we got our palace, we got some gold coming in, the bazaar's perked up a little bit. That's cool. New digs for the bazaar. Nice. The road's going to start changing on its own, which is nice. You don't have to upgrade the road. They do it for you. And what are we waiting for now? We need to get 1 ordinary cottage. So this is how much food they have. Perfect. This dwelling cannot evolve until the desirability of the area improves. A nearby building housing is having a detrimental effect on the desirability of the location. It just means that one of these buildings are not evolving like it should. So, and it's probably these 2 would be my guess. Not off to a great start. We need crime solved. Let's go into your services menu and we'll buy our police station. Now again, they like living by a police station, so where we could put that is by the palace. Makes sense, so we'll throw her in the palace here. Constable's going to be hired. As soon as the flag goes up, means that it is staffed. Overlays. Alright, so you got some overlays over here. You got a toggle, and you also have a flat mode, which is going to give you symbols for whatever building is in the place of on the flat view. Still waiting for the houses to evolve. You know, it might be easier just to delete these houses. They're all pretty much going to tell you that they hate each other because their digs are not looking too good. Alright, so there's a lesson learned. Don't put a single row of houses in. You want to expand it to one extra layer, so that the inner layer that you're making the loop around is 6 grid. Let's do the grid. So you want 6 in here if you do a 3x3. So you want 6 in there. That way you have a little quad spot of houses. So let's see what happens if we evict these guys. They're not gonna be too happy with me, but there you go. And this is also, actually, it's kind of cool that I did that, because when this happens, if they're pissed off at your governing, they're gonna leave. They're gonna pack up and leave. They can't find supplies. They don't like the area. But as soon as I got rid of those buildings, these other houses started perking up a little bit. Here's probably the next 2 houses that I goofed up on that are probably gonna be trouble. So I don't know if fixing them might be able to fix them a little bit. Just by putting that 2 in, maybe they'll evolve on their own. Wants me to look at the overlays, risk overlays, and we got the crime. So the crime is low. If it was high, it'd be red. Fire, a little bit of fire. You see that it's going from health and diseases. So the next thing we're going to be doing is adding a doctor or apothecary. We've got a fire risk overlay, a little riskier up here, but for the most part, all in the green, so we should be good. We will build, get rid of that. Well, we will build a physician first. So we're going to throw a physician in here. Now, physicians, they don't mind living a little bit closer to. So let's put it, let's see what the orientation looks like. It's a neat building. So maybe we'll put that right here on the corner. Yeah, that right there. All right, so hover over the palace, and it's going to tell you a little bit of stuff. Guys, as soon as I want to tell you about something, I get a pop-up. Okay, so religion. A patron god of Thinnis is Bast. So here is where we're going to put some shrines into Bast. And so an Egyptian city cannot really flourish without suitable places of worship in the form of religious temples and shrines dedicated one of the 5 gods. The patron god of Thinnis is Bast. To appease these gods, build enough temples and shrines dedicated to each of them to serve your current population. A working temple sends a priest through nearby neighborhoods, granting residents access to the worship of his god. In addition to their religious effect, shrines and temples also provide a good amount of desirability for houses nearby. Shrines can be built one tile away from roads and still function properly. Good to know. All right, so let's find some locations for our religion. New religion tab opened up on the right. All right, so shrine to Bast. We can put that pretty much anywhere we want. So, and my first city looked better, but it didn't work. So we'll put it here. We'll put it right here. That'll be all right. All right. Next thing he wants is a temple. The temple is a lot larger, a lot better, a lot more to look at. We can sit this one tile away from the road. So let's line it up. All right, flat mode we already looked at. So yeah, when you're building a big monument and you can't see the buildings behind it and you need to access them or check them, that's what the flat mode is going to be for. So you can use that there. All right, so right click off that. Better put a road in before we lose it. Shouldn't lose it in pause, so I think we're good there. All right, pause and unpause. All right, so we need one more shrine to Bast. We'll just put one on each side of the water supply up there. All right, so now we need to do a festival square. Festivals are another way to appease the gods. So build a festival square in the city to unlock the possibility of holding a festival. I first messed that up because I did not give myself a large enough area to put a festival square in. Hopefully it'll fit right here. All right, easy. So now overseers. So the first overseer comes into your hotkey map. If you need to use it there, consult the overseer of the temples to determine the status of each of the gods in any particular city and whether the gods are sufficiently appeased. Lightning bolts indicate that the god is feeling hostile towards your city, while a blue mystic symbol indicates that the god is feeling benevolent towards your city. The more you see of either, the more likely your city is to feel the god's presence, for better or for worse. There are different overseers available on the left panel to help you govern your city. Check them from time to time, or you can also use them on your hotkey. So overseer is going to be here. Chief overseer. Chief Booty Baker. Overseer of the workers, military, political, ratings. Overseer of commerce. Overseer of the granaries, public health, learning, overseer of diversions, treasury, and then what it wants us to check out is the overseer of the temples. And she's Bast is apathetic. Says we've got 2 shrines, 1 temple, and months since festival. We need to hold a new festival. We'll do a lavish festival. We don't have beer yet, so we'll be brewing some beer here in this game. Cheers. Order the festival. All right. Unfortunately, right now, we don't have any entertainment quite yet. So I believe that's going to be the next tab that's going to pop up. You can speed up time if you want. There's some things to do in between. So what we want to do, let's look at that overseer and see what it says about our granaries. See if we've got plenty of production. It's getting a little low, so we might actually need to put another hunting lodge in. which will go to food and farming, hunting lodge. And we'll plop one in right here. Oops, let's undo that. There we go. A little side-by-side action there. Alright, so now we're gonna have to start doing our entertainment. So as your city becomes more advanced, some citizens can enjoy leisure time activities such as taking in a little entertainment. A wide assortment of entertainment is one of the hallmarks of a truly cultured city. You can provide entertainment in the form of jugglers. So we're going to build a juggling school and a booth, which are going to pop up on the right side under entertainment on the bottom. All right. Now, they don't necessarily like living near a juggling school. All right. I don't think citizens really like living near a juggling school. So let's slap that right in there. All right, and we'll put a booth. Booths are only going to be able to go on an some kind of intersection like that. So we'll plop that down right there. And boom, we already got some jugglers juggling away. Got the autosave. The citizens are going to have to upgrade one of these meager shanties into a ordinary cottage. So we need to start checking on some of them. This house cannot evolve as it has no access to any local religious facilities. So one thing you can do is go to your overlays and check out your religion overlay. All right, so individual, let's see, is Bast on here? All right, Bast. So that's going to show you, it's going to knock everything else out and only show you where the shrines, this is going to help when your city's really like got a lot of buildings in it. So that's fine. We'll shift it to all. We'll close that. That's not what I was looking for. So we want the overseers. We'll go to religion. That's not what I want either. What am I looking for here? People love chief overseer. This is where you're gonna get a lot of extra information. Food stocks are low. Food production. Give you little tips up here that you can read. Food levels are low. We produce much more than we eat. Our food levels are low. The city's unemployment rate is 35%. People are immigrating to the city. So doesn't look like anyone's hunting yet. So hopefully this guy's gonna get us some hunters hired, and we'll be able to pick up the pace on food. Overseer of the granaries. So granaries still a little low. History. Eventually all this stuff is gonna... Oh, our houses are upgraded. There we go. Alright, that didn't take long.
Excellent. You have built the first true city in this unforgiving land, providing for your citizens' corporal and spiritual needs, and have helped the Thinnite Confederacy unify the divided land.
Alright, so that took a little bit longer than what I expected it to take, 40 months, so definitely utilized the little mistakes and little things that I did, and I mean, this is just a simple little mission, and it's not that big of a deal, but I do take care in trying to eliminate a bunch of nonsense that you don't need to pay attention to, and so if you really do like the channel, definitely subscribe. I'll try to do a new mission each week, as I try to do a few videos for Raid as well each week, and so I'll get this one edited and up there for you. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos if you want. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I'll check you in the next mission. Thank you very much.